amitié de plus de 10 ans. Crapote ta chicha, entouré tes bebeux. Capote sans chichi, gros U quand le. Tu veux mon bien, y'a pas de sous-ça, je veux pas mon bien. Trop souvent sous sky, j'ai fait du mal à petit cœur fragile. Je suis très calme et quand je parle j'agis en fait.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Lady Yo, and that's right, I'm back, and I'm actually back this time. I just needed like to be there for the family, my kids and stuff after my stepdad passed away. So, but now I'm back now, guys, and yeah, my PC died as well, so I couldn't even do anything. And as you know, I used to make videos on my phone until I got this PC sorted. And with how long-winded that was, I was just not going to do that again. So I took the opportunity to just take a bit of time out, focus on myself, focus on my family, and yeah, it is what it is. But now I'm back now, guys. My PC's up and running, and yeah, I'm looking to do a lot of things with the channel, and that's going to come for another video though. So as you know, we've got the PTS on console. So yeah, I figured why not do a 1.7 build for you guys. Now, it's not perfect. In fact, it's far from perfect because, as most of you probably know, this little son of a bitch doesn't work. We can't recalibrate. We can't do nothing. Can't do a damned thing. So all I could really do, just so that I could like put a 1.7 build together for you guys that doesn't involve just a straight 6-piece of the classified gear, because you get 6 pieces with the firearms or electronics or whatever it is that you want to go for it, and that's kind of it in my opinion. So I didn't really want to go that route. I didn't want to do just a straight, here's a 6-piece gear set for you. Amazing. No, I didn't want to do that. So what I've done is, like I said, this build is nowhere near min-maxed. I have talents that are inactive and whatever else, but I want to show you the concept of what I'm going with. And basically, I think this will be, you know how we have like the Hexo hybrid build, you mix firearms and electronics, skill haste kind of build, and it's just, you're still putting out a lot of damage. Well, I think this is the build that's going to replace that in 1.7, in my personal opinion. I managed to get a little variation of this build going that I could test with active weapon talents and things, and it seemed pretty nice. However, as you probably know, on console, it's been a bit of a sausage fuckfest. Everybody's using sausages. We may as well just call it the wiener fight. It's really been that bad. I literally went solo. I went rogue solo and got focused by like 10 SASGs. It was frigging amazing. No, it really wasn't amazing. I promise you, it really wasn't amazing. But yeah, basically what I'm running is the Ninja Bike bag. Now, they haven't fixed the description for it yet, but it does work. Basically, what it does is, if you have a gear set piece, so say I've got 1-piece tactician, so I have no active tactician bonus. Wrong. Because of Ninja Bike, I have the 15% skill haste. It's fucking amazing, man. I love this Ninja Bike. I have 2-piece Predator, but I have the 3-piece bonus. And I have 2 Banshee with the 3-piece bonus. Now, the reason I think this is going to replace the Hexo build, I mean, I know the Hexo build is still going to be viable. Like, trust me, it's still viable. And you have things like Tenacious, which will make you do more damage than I can with this. But you will only do more damage with that than I can with this if you are proccing Tenacious. So that requires you using a medkit, and me personally, I don't like using medkits unless I'm in like the last segment of health, so that I can activate critical save. But that's still awesome though, because then you have, the damage mitigation, you have the extra damage, and then you've got the booster shot damage and damage mitigation, and that's pretty sweet. Now, the Skull Gloves gives you 16%, weapon damage when you have no gear set bonuses active. However, if you go this route, bear in mind the Banshee doesn't show on your DPS or anything like that because it's damage to targets out of cover, so it's situational. But most of your PvP fights are going to be on players out of cover, so that 10% damage to targets out of cover is pretty much always going to be in play. And then when you go to Predator's Mark, you have 8% assault rifle damage and 8% SMG damage. So that's 18%. That's 2% more damage than you get with the Skull Gloves. So you're already dealing more damage. And then I have, obviously, like I say, the Tactician for the skill haste. Now you could take it off and you could just go vigorous if you wanted. That is entirely up to you. Now the weapons I run, and like I said, the talents aren't active, and that is because my electronics is just ever so slightly too low. But like I say, I can't recalibrate, so I'm stuck with this, you know. Like, I'm currently using this piece here just for the health. I actually want to use this piece of Tacticians here, but I want to roll the health on kill for health. So yeah, like I say, I can't really do anything at the moment. I've just got to use what I've got to use. Like, same with this, I can't roll anything. I want to roll skill power on the mask, but I can't. But yeah, the talents I will be using are the same talents I've been using for a few months now, whatever it's been since 1.61 came out. Because, you know, I run the hybrid build. So, my lightweight M4 is running Adept, Fierce and Unforgiving. Now, I do have an Elvora which is Destructive, Competent, Determined. And on my main account I have another M4 which I think is Competent... What has it got actually? I think it's Competent, Adept and Responsive, I think it might be. But I don't have that gun on the PTS, so I'm using this for now. And my MP5 is the MP5 I just love using. Responsive, Competent and Unforgiving. So every time I use my booster shot, I'm going to be proccing Competent. And because I'm running the Tacticians and I'm running the skill haste mods on everything, I have 50% skill haste. So that means I get my heal back in 23.6 seconds. And that's before doing any like triage or anything like that. So yeah, all my mods are firearms mods with skill haste. I mean, I'm not going to go too far into everything because, like I say, I can't recalibrate. But I just wanted to give you guys a little look into, you know, what you can expect with the Ninja Bike. You know, the kind of builds you can expect, the variety that will be available to you. Because this is like, me being a DPS player, I kind of went straight for for me personally was like an obvious option. You take the two highest damage gear sets that you can, or the three pieces you can. You use the ninja bag to allow you to do that, and then you get the skill haste. And to me, it just seemed obvious to go this route for the kind of player that I am personally. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to show you guys because it's gonna melt. And I can't wait for it to melt. I hope when they give us PTS Week 3 on Tuesday, they said, I think it was, that we can recalibrate and I can, recalibrate a few things and hopefully bring you guys some PvP with it too, because I am not going to PvP with it when I don't have any active weapon talents. There is no chance in hell I'm going to do that. So yeah, I mean, for those of you that want to see what I've got at the moment, I've got nearly 2,000 armor on this piece, and obviously skill haste and health. Now this was rolled on the live game, I believe, and I needed health on it, the stamina on it, because of the pieces I had and the ways that they were rolled. I needed the stamina to survive. It was, yeah. But I really want to use this piece because if I get the health on it, that'll put my toughness back up to about I like to be around 300k toughness. If I'm around there, I'm happy. Now, again, I'd like to roll the skill, the electronics a little bit higher, but I can't. Recalibration station and all, massive, please, pretty please. And health on kill is not health, and I've just realised the electronics has already been rolled for some strange reason. Okay, I guess I won't be using this piece. I need to find a new one. So yeah, ideally what I will be going with is electronics on the chest piece with health and skill haste as opposed to the stamina. And obviously on the chest you want ammo capacity. You always want the ammo capacity without a doubt. On the mask, it's firearms. Now the major attribute I would honestly prefer to have skill power. Because I want more skill power. If I can get it up to, because obviously I'm not having specialized, so I'm not going to get the skill power that I had with my Hexo build. But if I can get myself to about 150, 160k skill power, then I'm set, man. I'm happy with that. The knee pad is rolled with stamina and skill power, which is what I want. I want skill power on the knee pads anyway. The holster roll is okay. You know, the the stamina roll and the electronics roll are good. The firearms rolls not so good, and they got 7% skill haste. If you wanted, you could roll the skill haste out for health if you really wanted. But yeah, I kind of want the 50% skill haste, so I'm just gonna to keep it that way. The gloves I rolled electronics, and you know, I've got the 9% skill haste and I've got the crit chance. Ideally, the health on kill, I would prefer to have crit damage. But it is what it is. I've got to make do with what I've got. And, well, yeah, as you can see, the other ones, although they've got a pretty good firearms roll, the rest of it kind of sucks. And I can't recalibrate, so that's pretty pointless. I do have SMG damage and crit chance on them. Skill haste, enemy, yeah, so there's nothing I can really do at the moment to put like a fully working build together. And then the ninja bike is stamina. Like I said, I can't roll anything, so I'm stuck with it. But with the ninja bike bag, ideally I would probably roll. Well, seeing as it's got crit damage on there, I would probably just roll that to electronics just to go with the hybrid thing. And then keep the crit damage there for the damage output, I suppose. And then all the mods are just firearms mods with skill haste, every single one of them. Because if I take one off to put the electronics mod on, it puts me below what I need for other talents. So yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of like in a catch-22 right now. It kind of sucks. Like, I really want to be able to test this build out, and the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I spend hours farming and hoping I get the pieces I need and want to actually be able to make this build work. I mean, it could work right now, but I'm missing competent. And competent's important because, you know, when I heal and I've got critical save and booster shot active and I've got the extra damage off booster shot, that's when I look at face tanking, and I want competent for the extra damage when I'm face tanking. And then of course unforgiving, as I'm losing health again, that will give me even more damage and generally means the other player doesn't stand a chance 9 times out of 10. So yeah, that's more or less it really, guys. I mean, we can go through and we can have a look at the what on earth is going on here. Right, there we go. So well, I won't go through the assault rifle because nothing's active on there. Let's go with the SMG. So it's got 38% crit chance, 75% crit damage. Now, like I say, the gloves don't have the crit damage on, so that's usually higher. And yeah, nothing can be rolled, recalibrated, nothing like that. So these numbers could be due to change, but around, in my opinion, around 38-40% plus, you're pretty good for crit chance anyway, because a half decent pulse is going to take you close to the crit chance cap. So, you know, and for me, as long as you've got raw damage output, that's what matters. That's all that matters for the most part. Where's skills? There we go. So yeah, 50% skill haste. Now, one thing I love doing, I love this talent. My current cooldown is 23.8 seconds. Now, obviously, some higher skill power is going to make that a little bit quicker. Now, when I'm in a team, obviously I run triage. That's a given. When I'm solo, I always run strike back. Reach low health to reduce active skill cooldowns by 20%. So it works similar to how triage works. So like when a teammate or your teammates run through your heal, your cooldown, like the grey part on your cooldown bar, like jumps forward because of the reduction in skill cooldowns by 15% when you heal an ally. You see the chunk like jump. So as soon as you hit low health, you will see that cooldown just jump. And there's so many times where I've had no heal, and because I've hit low health, it's made my heal activate. It is a lifesaver. I absolutely love this talent, and I haven't seen enough people talk about it. So I wanted to show Strike Back some love. It needs some love. It is such a good talent, and I like to combine it in a squad when I like to combine it with triage. So then, my teammates are giving me cooldown. If I get to low health and the cooldown from my teammates hasn't really helped quite enough, then Strike Back will just fill the gap and get the heal back, or whatever other skills I'm using. It is really, really handy. I have On the Move and Chain Reaction. Now, I haven't really tinkered with the talents that much. I mean, the talents are kind of just set to whatever at the moment, because, I haven't really done that much with the build. I'm sort of deciding now. I've got the skill haste where I want it to be, but I'm kind of deciding now where I want to utilize the build. So I've got the DPS part down. Now I tend to run in a squad, so now I just kind of want to think about how I want to use the utility side of the build. The skill. Do I want it for just a pulse, or do I want it for an EMP or a shock or flame turret? Whatever. So. But there's plenty of viable options. Now, when you solo, for me, critical save and strike back are a must. And when you're in a team, triage is a must. If you're in a team, you could knock strike back off and go with combat medic. So when you use a med kit near allies, you heal them. You can go with precision if you're not using a pulse and you're using something else. Especially when you solo, precision is actually really, really good, because it gives you like a mini pulse. So as soon as you land one bullet on the head, you've got a mini pulse on them, which is a little bit of extra crit chance and crit damage. And we all know that that's always a good thing. You could go with death by proxy for the 20% skill power for 30 seconds, which is kind of a huge deal. 30 seconds is quite a long time, and we've you can, if you're in a team as well and you're fighting players, you could easily wipe out a couple of teams in 30 seconds if you're playing right, and obviously they're not a really good team as well, because then good team versus good team, you tend to stalemate quite a lot. I've been there. We've literally had battles against one team for 5 minutes straight before somebody's finally died. Like, it's crazy when they get those fights. But there's so many different ways you can go with the talents. But yeah, you need critical save. That's a must for me. Strike back when you're solo, triage when you're in a team, or you can combine the two of them when you're in a team. Combat medic if you want when you're in a team, because it's really unselfish and it's really good for a team. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I mean, I'm sorry I can't really give you no gameplay at the moment, but like I say, we've not been able to recalibrate. It's kind of screwing me, and I don't like that. I don't like being screwed. Being screwed sucks. Well, depending on how you look at it. Anyway, I'm going to stop with the cheese. Yeah, I don't know. I feel a bit hyperactive today for some reason. So yeah, by the way, guys, what did you think of that intro? I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm not going to take credit for making it. I found a template on Panzoid, I think it's called. It's a website where you can find templates and edit them on the website, blah blah blah. Because if I was to use like Cinema 4D and Adobe After Effects and things like that to try and do all the 3D work and awesome like editing on intros and stuff, it would literally take me like a week to edit a video. Because the last time I tried to edit something with Adobe After Effects, for it to render all the effects that were involved and things, and I even did like a 3D text render once, it took me an entire like half a day just to render it, and then the other half of the day was spent obviously like trying to edit it and things. And yeah, I wasn't gonna go through that again, so I managed to find a template and I love it, man. It fits with the channel so well, and yeah, it's pretty sweet, man. I love it. Maybe one day I might invest in somebody making me a custom one, but that's for another day. That's for another day. But yo, guys, honestly, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. And I just want to say, with the last video I put up, I know it was some bad news, and I hate putting up. I didn't want to put up like a bad news video, but I think for myself, I needed to speak about it. You know, so I just wanted to say, like, thank you guys for all the kind words you put on that video. It really, really did touch me. It meant a lot to me, and yeah, it just backed up what I've always said about my. It just backed up what I've always said about my subscribers and the little community that I have with me, and that is that you guys are absolutely incredible. You really are, and I tell people this all the time. I tell my missus this all the time. I tell, you know, the clan and my friends that I play with, all that. I tell everybody, like, my subs are just awesome, like, which you are. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to start putting videos out for you guys, and yeah, I'm going to be doing some live streams. I want to do some live streams with you guys. I've got some stuff to sort out at home first, you know, like having a rearrange of the flat and things like that. So I want to get that stuff sorted first, because right now we've got the baby sleeping in the front room, so live streaming with a baby sleeping in the background might not be the best idea. He could wake up screaming. That would not be fun. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until my little guy is back sleeping in the bedroom, and yeah. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. And again, thank you for the kind words in my last video. I know it was a couple of months ago, but it really does mean a lot. So yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.